Alrighty, Priscilla. It has been great chatting with you. You and I briefly spoke about the role, the duties it entails, and briefly over your professional experience. Now, I would love for you to really give me a more detailed background as far as your professional background. Tell me a little bit about that.
As we were discussing, I do have a lot of purchasing experience, as also sales and warehousing even experience. And I think it's been maybe about 15 years in total that I did purchasing. I started off with a company that dealt with procurement and resale. I dealt with a lot of NAFTA certs and overseas parts, manufacturing parts from Mexico. So I dealt with that, and then after that, I did a couple of I did a little bit of accounting at the same company. I was promoted to some accounting work, and that was something I did for maybe about a year or so. And then I moved on to a company named Southern Fasteners, and I did some purchasing there for about 3 years, and it was a lot of fasteners. So we had contracting with Disney, a lot of certifications, and I did that for 3 years, and then I was offered a position to work from home after I had a baby. So I decided to take that up on, and it was actually an FDA government position. So I was doing data entry, very simple work. It was almost like a dream job, really. Too good to be true, all right? I had it for 3 years, and then the contract ended. And then, so I've been kind of just, doing temp jobs here and there. And I'm looking for something that I can, I don't want to say that I want to do anything as demanding as purchasing. I kind of like the administrative part of it because it is a little bit more relaxing, and I like to have to deal with people and just a day to day where I don't have to, it's not as demanding as purchasing, really.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you giving me a background or a clear background when it comes to your professional experience and when it comes to purchasing. You also have a lot of office administrative skill sets here because you've worked as a administrative assistant for Brilliant Corporation. You've done the
Yeah.
purchasing. You've done the accounts receivable, export account manager. So your background's extensive when it comes down to the administrative. And again, you've done purchasing as well. So I would love to know, you've worked in construction-based industries. What are
Mhm.
some other industries that you worked in?
I've actually done just recently. My last job was working with doing taxes. So I
Oh,
decided to do some tax preparing, and that was interesting. I learned a lot there. I've also done sales in the past, even telemarketing sales. I've done door to door sales. I've worked with children in the past. I mean, it's extensive. I've dibble dabbled in everything. And I enjoy the administrative part a lot more than anything else, I feel. I like the organization part of it, and the people, having to deal with people, not just
absolutely.
being alone all day in a little room. I enjoy interaction.
Absolutely. And that's where the customer service comes to play and having those initial interactions. So, I would love to know because a lot of these roles that come down to like administrative or office support, you are engaging with customers or clients or vendors. So, which customer service comes to play with that. So, I would love to know, Priscilla, what does customer service look like or what does that sound like to you?
Well, honestly, I think it has a lot to do with listening to what your customer needs, as opposed to answering just to have them listen to you. You need to understand what their needs are from the beginning, and you also have to understand what your job requires you to do. You can't always overstep the job boundaries, but you also have to please your customer. So it's a big, like, just in between that you have to, I can't find the words, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous.
No worries.
You have to kind of like, you please both is what I mean.
Yeah.
So basically, that whole customer is right thing is, you're pretty much, that's true, but at the same time you have to, you follow the rules of what your job is. So
Completely. No, I agree with that. It's doing what's right for our customer,
correct.
right for the company and what's right for our client,
Your
customer,
position.
vendor. So that was very well said. Now, I know that you mentioned that you worked in a few roles, different industries. What do you look forward to the most out of your next opportunity?
I look forward to meeting new people, just being myself, my friendly self, and being my organized self. I really enjoy the organization. I mean, even at home, the organizing my daily routine, my scheduling, and all that good stuff. So that's really what I look forward to practicing what I enjoy the most.
Yeah, no, that sounds amazing. It sounds like you're a very organized person. Now, when it comes to the work field, how do you keep yourself organized?
I like to organize myself with files, scheduling and things of that nature. I would say pretty much what everybody would do.
Yeah.
The basics.
That sounds great. Well, Priscilla, it truly has been a pleasure speaking to you and getting to my professional experience this morning. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, but don't hang up on me quite yet. I want to continue chatting with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.